Stopped and wondered if your sense of direction was kind of decided for you before you were even born?
I mean, we all know someone like that, right? While you're fumbling with your phone's GPS, they just know which way to go. It seems like some kind of superpower, but what if it's not magic at all?
Well, get ready for a pretty wild idea. The source we're digging into today suggests the key to an internal compass isn't about your skills, it's about your birth month. And that brings us to the core concept here, a theory we're calling the November compass. It proposes that some people are literally born with a superior, innate ability to navigate. So, the central claim is pretty bold. It's that folks born in November have this uniquely powerful built-in sense of direction. To put it simply, they just don't get lost.
Okay, so how could this possibly work? Well, the theory doesn't point to astrology or anything like that. It actually points to geophysics. The idea is that the Earth's magnetic field might be shaping our brains while we're still in the womb.
And it all comes down to timing. You see, according to the geophysicists cited, the Earth's magnetic field fluctuates most intensely in late winter and early spring. So think about it. For November baby, their most critical brain development is happening right smack in the middle of this magnetic peak. We're talking February to April. So the theory goes that the fetal brain receives what they call maximum magnetic programming during this formative window. It's almost like an operating system for navigation gets installed before birth. And the data presented is pretty striking. In tests, people born in November were reportedly able to identify directions with remarkable precision, accurate to within 15 degrees. Now compare that to June births, who were supposedly off by 45 degrees or more. That's a huge difference. That's the difference between finding your way and being completely lost. So this naturally leads us to the biology. I mean, if this whole magnetic programming thing is real, where in the brain would we actually see its effects? Well, scientists have zeroed in on a specific region called the entorhinal cortex. The easiest way to think of it is as your brain's internal GPS center. It's responsible for memory and navigation. And here's the kicker. The source claims that brain scans reveal people born in November tend to have an enlarged entorhinal cortex. This would suggest a physical, measurable difference in the very part of the brain that handles direction. So let's just walk through the proposed chain of events. The magnetic field fluctuates intensely. This, in turn, stimulates the developing brain, encouraging the growth of what the theory calls extra-navigation neurons. The end result? A biologically enhanced internal compass. Okay, so we have the theory and we have the proposed biology. But does this actually show up in the real world? Let's look at the evidence presented in the source. Get this. Here's a staggering statistic from the source. In a profession that demands elite spatial awareness, professional pilots, a reported 24% of them are born in November. That is a massive overrepresentation for just a single month. And it doesn't stop there. The source also points to data from Uber drivers, suggesting those born in November get higher ratings and find faster routes. It claims they tend to navigate intuitively, feeling their way rather than just following a screen. This pattern is even linked to ancient wisdom, with the source noting that some indigenous cultures observed their best trackers were often born in the fall. So all of this builds to one central conclusion about the nature of this ability. It's not about learning or practice, it's about what you're born with. A quote from the source material captures this idea perfectly. November babies don't learn directions, they feel them. This really frames navigation not as a cognitive skill like memorizing a map, but as a sensory instinct. So the big takeaway is that this supposed magnetic programming could create a permanent biological advantage, something literally hardwired into the brain before you're even born. And that leaves us with a final, pretty provocative thought. If an invisible force like the Earth's magnetic field could shape our sense of direction just based on our birth month, well, what other hidden forces are out there, quietly shaping who we become?